my day has been spent nearly entirely covering this table in water putty. This stuff, it's empty because I've gone through a couple of tubs of this. It's kind of the secret ingredient though that holds it all together. Super strong, it dries really fast, it's drillable, and it sticks to most things pretty well. But for everything else, I'm using liquid nails, just so I can shove it into gaps and fill things out real quick. Any areas that I don't really like the look of immediately. Okay, so like here, there's a foam bit here and a foam bit here, and there's a big gap in between them. And as much as I could just cover it in Sculptamold, I like the texture that's been built up here. I like the variation that there's kind of a top surface and a bottom surface. So that's why we just use our gap filler, or in this case, our construction adhesive. It's a glue with filler in it, basically. But it's foam safe, super strong, paints well, and dries to the same consistency as this, kinda. My hope is that by using, okay, for context, I have used Fast Grab liquid nails as like a modeling tool for quite a while, like terrain pieces, sculpting with this like liquidy concoction, right? And I've also used water putty also for sculpting. And I mean, I've never used them. Did I put my hair in that? I've never used them in combination with each other. And I think that's perhaps what my previous projects have lacked. Variation in texture. Because I think right now, all this variation in texture, all this control that I now have unlocked. Basically, I used water to create different consistencies, because when this dries, it kind of smooths over. And if you use water, it will make like nice smooth surfaces. But if you do something like use a little bit of aluminium foil, you can like scrape and score and create different, sharper, more intricate details. And also like remove some of the excess too. I think I'm leveling it up. I think I'm leveling up with the texture aspect. This table is so big, it better be a bloody joy to paint. So I think that's why I need lots of texture. You know, I've really used the water putty here to try to make the face blend in with the house, make it look like one part. And I think it works pretty well. It also hides some of the filament layers too. Now, a former version of me would have totally left these holes here. See how they really capture shadow? And I think on a miniature scale, it doesn't look quite right. So we bung some filler in them. You know, I really think it's the little things sometimes. Okay, see this gap in here? Because it undercuts, it creates a lot of shadow. And I think I want to keep the holes. I think it looks good and I think it feels thematic, but I think I'm going to fill them in a little bit so it feels a little more intentional, a little bit more designed rather than just a happy accident. Not that there's anything wrong with that either. While I'm here, just a couple of bits of surface variation by just laying down some of this filler and patting it into a texture. I forgot about this hole here, so I'm just fixing it in the most quick and dirty way that I can think of, which is just shoving some plastic card on there. Fuck. Okay, well that's... Look, we got to tack that in, otherwise it's going to rattle... Tack that in, otherwise it's going to rattle around. This piece is looking pretty good, but back here, some of the greeblies we added don't really make connection very well to the base. And then also this is just soft foam that's chipped away. So I'm also going to use it on this skull too. And that should add some texture that maybe feels a little bit more real. Now we don't want all the texture the same, so we are going to smooth back out some of the pieces. Can ramp up that texture. Nice. I also applied some water putty to these huge bones, and well, I think the texture is a little bit rough, but absolutely no sweat because it's super sandable. Now that is way more bone-like. In fact, that color, it really looks like a bone. This is looking pretty good too, a little bit more decayed. And yeah, really nice. You know, I'm really loving this backside of this house. I'm kind of regretting it not facing that way towards the board, but I guess when people walk past the table, they'll get a nice surprise. Because that detail is much better than the other side. And that's our table so far. I think we have 3 more days to work on it. Oh god. We're really coming up to the end of this project now. Like, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This has been like the really laborious work that just needed to get done, and now the next couple of days are just the fun problem solving that I'm used to. And then it's time to paint. But I have no idea how I'm going to paint it, so if you have any ideas, I've loved doing the two-tone color shifting thing. This on an entire table would be absolutely mad. But this like natural bone color, this could go in the direction of like John Blanche maybe. I don't know. But that would probably be super cliche. Ian Miller and John Blanche inspired. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe we just work out a new thing. A new style.